I'm Eric Singer, Gazette.com, and this is Broncos Game Plan on the road, focusing on the future. We just listened to a news conference just moments ago with Coach Gary Kubiak and John Elway talking about the future. And joining me now is sports columnist and writer Paul Klee with the Gazette. And first, your takeaway with the urgency of this whole decision. I mean, this was almost a whirlwind where we have a brand new head coach at the Broncos.
Well, and you had obviously a handful of heavyweights here in terms of the Broncos' history with Mr. Joe Ellis. You had John Elway, the great player, and now the GM, and you had Gary Kubiak, who was such a big part, Eric, of those Super Bowl teams and all the success they had. I actually think today, and this major detour for this franchise has more to do with a gentleman who wasn't here, and that's Pat Bowlen, the owner for over 3 decades. Obviously has had a lot of health trouble over the last couple of years, wasn't able to attend today, but I'm told that he was watching today. Gary Kubiak was one of Mr. Bowlen's most favorite people that came through this franchise, and I'm told by a couple of them that this would mean a great deal to him. I know that John Elway is a very driven and motivated individual. I feel like one of his underrated motivations is to win one for Pat Bowlen. And I think when he brings the band back together and brings these friends back together, and someone who is so close to Mr. Bowlen, I think that there's some motivation behind that, and maybe we haven't talked about that enough, but we're going to talk about it tomorrow in the Gazette.
All right, well, thank you very much. And of course, you heard it right here. And of course, you can read Paul Klee's full column on Gazette.com with Broncos Game Plan on the road here at Dove Valley. I'm Eric Singer, Gazette.com.